Today, we're going to learn about the 6 main parts of the plant: the seed, the roots, the stem, the leaves, the flower, and the fruit. There are 6 main parts of the plant that we're going to learn about today. The first is called the seed. A seed is where the plant's life starts. A baby plant, called the embryo, lives inside the seed. We plant the seed in the soil because the soil contains nutrients necessary for the baby plant to grow up. The seed contains a couple parts. First, it contains the embryo, which is the tiny baby plant. It contains an outer coat called the seed coat that protects the baby plant, and it also contains a bunch of food for the baby plant to be able to grow. Once you plant the seeds into the soil and start to water them, roots will grow down into the soil. Roots act as a sponge for the plant because they absorb all of the nutrients and water from the soil. They also hold the plant in the soil so that the plant doesn't blow away. Once the roots find a place down in the soil, a stem starts to grow upward out of the soil, and that's what this brown part is right here. The stem acts as the plant's spine. It holds up all of the leaves and the flowers and the fruit. It also acts as the plant's straw. It sucks all of the food and water from the roots up to all of the other parts of the plant. Branching off the stem comes the leaves. These are typically green, although they can vary from plant to plant. Leaves vary depending on the type of plant, so while this plant has leaves that look like this plant has thinner leaves that look like this. The leaves are a very important part of the plant because they make the food for the plant by using sunlight and water. This process is called photosynthesis. Leaves are also an important part for humans because they make clean oxygen for us to breathe. In addition to leaves coming from the stem, flowers also come from the stem. These are the colorful parts of the plant. In some plants, the flower develops into a fruit, like apples and oranges. The fruit is the part of the plant that humans can eat. The seeds, where the baby plant is stored, are made in the flower. There is also pollen and nectar in the flower that attracts bees and other insects. So as an overview, there are 6 main parts of the plant. There's the seed, where the baby plant is stored and begins its life, the roots, who absorb nutrients and water from the soil, the stem, who sprouts upward and carries the nutrients and water from the soil to the rest of the plant, the leaves, who come out of the stem and absorb sunlight to make food for the plant through a process called photosynthesis, the flower, where the seeds and the pollen are made, and sometimes fruit. The fruit is the part that humans can eat, and sometimes there are seeds in there as well.